Hello, it's Leslie with Denwerks Vintage Cars, and I am very excited to show you Buzzy 2 today. He's our 1964 Rambler American 330 wagon, and I love this car. If you know anything about me, you know my two favorites are Ford trucks and Ramblers, and we came across this car about a year ago, and it is super original, super cool history, and we've made it a really nice daily driver. So I'm excited to tell you about it and do a walk around of exterior, interior, and under the hood, so you can just get a little more information about it through the auction. Like I said, we're with Denwerks and we live in Salem, Oregon. We've been in business, 21 years now, buying and selling vintage vehicles online. And we just love it. It's a fun business. So we are dealers. And so this one will be sold as is and where is. We're happy to answer any questions that you have. We can help arrange shipping, storage. If you want to fly in and drive it home, you can. And I'm going to give you a little information as we do our walk around just to help you. So let us know if there's anything that you need. We're happy to help. So this is Buzzy 2. I name all my Ramblers Buzz, and if you've ever driven a Rambler, you know why, because it just, the engine sound just makes sense. Very original. It's got original paint, so white paint, so you'll see a few little paint flaws, chips. It's got factory hubcaps on it. We put new tires on it. We have done an extensive amount of work to this car under the hood. It needed a motor rebuild, and so we rebuilt the 196 and it's bored 30 over, but a standard engine rebuild. We did brakes, transmission rebuild. Other than that, under the hood, everything that you see is what you see. We just wanted to make it a really nice daily driver, and it is. It's a fun little car to drive. So you'll see here, there's a few dings along. The cool thing about this car with the story that I like is that when we got it, had these original plate frames on it, so I'm going to assume it was bought new at Rancho Rambler. The gentleman who owned it lived in the Portland area, which is right near the Washington border, so we still have the original plates from Washington because he lived right near the border, and he was just a Rambler lover. He enjoyed this car, drove it. Here's another little paint flaw. There's just several around. You can see a couple little dings here. He just drove it, loved it. He was part of the Rambler Club, took it to shows. We have a second place ribbon from a little car show that he was in, and it had been parked for a while when we got it, but this was pretty much the shape that it was in, and so mechanically we just went through it. But this car, there's so many good uses for a station wagon. It's got luggage rack on the top. I mean, it's really just in great shape. And I'm excited to show you the inside. The inside's got blue interior and is equally as nice. We put white walls on it, of course. Here's a little ding. There's just several around the car. It's nothing. If I was to own this car, I wouldn't change a thing. I would just drive it. And you'll see the visors on the windows. I'll talk about this in the auction, I'm sure, but there was a Rambler's accessories catalog, and I actually have one that we're going to sell with the car, and you could buy things like the visors for the window. You could buy the mirrors that have the R on them, and then there's a couple things inside that were also extra additional accessories, so that was really cool. And then this sticker was on it when we got it. A few little windshield chips. It's nothing that concerned me, but just wanted to mention that. And then some paint touch-ups. White is such a wonderful color because it's so forgiving. All the lights work. tail lights, backup lights, headlights, marker lights, all that good stuff. This is another badge that was on the car when we got it, so we had to leave it because that's just part of his adventures and really goes with the history of this car. And I think one of the reasons I really love Ramblers is just they seem solid. They're just, if you've ever lifted the hood on a Rambler, it is solid and it does feel very safe. So there's a look at the exterior of the car. It's a nice sunny day here in Oregon, so I'm glad I could show this car off in the sun. But really just fantastic shape, and this car is ready for next adventures, whether you want to daily it, take it on road trips, whatever you want to do. And there's so many practical uses for a station wagon. If I could keep this one, I would. But I'm excited to see where it ends up because this is going to be a fun car for somebody. So thank you for taking a look at it with me. And like I said, ask us any questions that you have or whatever. We love to hear Rambler stories. So if you have Rambler stories, share them with us. And we enjoy this as a business, but it is also a hobby too. And we are absolute enthusiasts. So thanks for checking it out. Okay, time for the interior of Buzzy 2. He's got blue interior. So original. It's just amazing. I did put just an extensive photo lineup in the auction as well. But I just love these blue seats. These headrests are another item that was in the Rambler accessory catalog, the headrest covers, and you could buy those separately. So that has been done. So it just points to how much of a Rambler enthusiast the owner of this car was through the years. And one of the things I love about Ramblers is just the styling inside of the instrument cluster. So cool. And all the instruments work in here. Heater works. The lights work. This light right here is for the e-brake, and it does work. So when you pull the e-brake, then it goes red and then it starts flashing. The radio is not working. It's there, but it doesn't work. We weren't too concerned about it. Carpet's in pretty good shape in here. There is some staining. It's a little bit old, a couple rips here and there. I put photos in the gallery so that you could see what it looks like, but nothing that really concerned us. It's just older. And the front seats do recline all the way back. They had a photo in the accessories catalog that they fold all the way back, and then you could buy like this really flimsy air mattress to sleep on it. I don't know that I would do that. What I would do is fold the back seat down, which is very easy. There's a clip right here and then one on the other side, and then it just folds down. Hard to do with one hand, but I showed a picture in the auction. And then it would make a flat surface. So literally you could sleep back here. But you can see what great condition the seats are in and how well cared for this car is. One of my favorite things about the interior is in the rear. So to open the rear, you roll down the window. So I helped myself out and I rolled it down already, but this is your window roller and it rolls up and down nice and easy. And then to open it, there's a little latch inside right here. Pardon my shadow. And that's how you open the back. So, and if you fold down the seat, then it just makes a nice flat surface all the way to your front seats there. So in pretty good shape. You can see that the material back here, the plastic, I don't know what that is. It's pretty brittle. So you do probably want to be careful with that because these cracks that are in it are just from age. So we didn't want to mess with it too much, but just something to note that those are, it's just brittle from age. So just want to be careful of that. And then when you want to close it, you just close it up and then roll your window. And I just think that's the coolest thing ever. So let's look at the other side. So other side, pretty much the same, just beautiful interior. Just ready for so much adventure. Oh, I forgot to show something from the back. Well, we can do it from here. I was going to show the headliner too. I have pictures of the headliner in the auction, but headliner, awesome shape. It's in really, really good shape. It is a little bit warped, but there are no rips in this thing. I mean, this is one of the nicest headliners I've ever seen. So that in itself is a really nice bonus. So let's take a look in the front. This is my friend Buzz, chilling in the car with me today. He is actually one of the reasons I started naming cars Buzz. Then front seat, and these do recline. This is your recline on both of them. It's hard to do with one hand, so I won't bore you with that. And then glove box is right here. It's in great shape. And I have a whole bunch of accessory, just books and things like that to go with the auction as well. Here's the carpet on this side. Oops, sorry, it's really hard to see. I'll probably be better off with my pictures, but because I love Ramblers, I wanted to include a lot of memorabilia and automobilia, so I put those in with the auction. And then this is another aftermarket item that you could purchase, and it's a tissue holder. So you just put your tissues right in there. That one looks kind of old. I'll throw a new box of tissues in there. And then this is probably another one of my favorite parts. The Rambler mirror. There we go. There's a better photo. I just think that is an amazing little touch. And it does have a day-night mirror. It's kind of hard to see, but right here it says night and day, and then it has the little adjuster for a day-night mirror. Just so much fun styling. Rambler just did an awesome job when it came to styling and making these cars fun. And this is the third one I've had. That's why his name is Buzzy too. I had one that was a 65 American 440 convertible, and then I had another 65 American 440 convertible. That was Buzzy 3, but he already came and went. So Buzzy 2 is next up for sale. So thanks again for checking this out with me and enjoying it with me. If you're a Rambler fan, then we can be friends for sure, because I sure love these cars, and it'll be really fun to see this one enjoyed for the next adventures. And thanks again. All right, let's take a look under the hood of Buzzy 2. So like I mentioned, we rebuilt the motor. And since we were going to all the work to rebuild the motor, we went ahead and rebuilt the transmission. It was really a decision, but we just thought, why not? It's going to be a nice driver, and it's going to make it much more fun for somebody if they just know that the big ticket items have been done. So along with that, it was bored 30 over. I have a full list in the auction of the work we did, but we did brake work. It's got a new water pump, new aluminum radiator. As you can see, we put a little bit bigger radiator in it. The wipers, they are vacuum, so They sort of work, but not great. Vacuum wipers never do anyway. So it is something that you could, if you wanted them to work better, you could rebuild that if you want to, find another unit if you wanted to. We weren't too concerned about it, just because what we were going to get for the performance improvement of the vacuum wasn't enough to really justify doing that work, so we didn't. There's your washer bag, and then here's your bin over here. Focus on that. But you can see it's just so original under here. Nothing looks crinkled. Nothing looks out of place. And I think it looks really nice under here with the motor. So thanks for checking out Buzzy 2's engine bay.